Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Die by the Sword podcast. Before we get in the episode, I wanted to give a shout out to Midnight Syndicate. You can check out their music over at midnightsyndicate.com. Also, we'd like to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes for the wonderful ambient sounds you hear throughout our podcast. You can check them out at www.youtube.com/swordcoastsoundscapes. Check out our website at diebytheswordpodcast.com. You can get connected with the community by checking us out on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, all of them. Contact us at diebytheswordpodcast@gmail.com, and don't forget to leave a review on whatever you listen to us on. Now, join me with this week's episode.
What's up, everyone? I feel like it's been like a year since I've seen you all. Well, except John, but you know.
I'm everywhere.
It's been
what's
hectic,
going on?
Busy. I think we've
By
all
busy,
had our
he
summer
means drunk.
vacations. Oh, so drunk. Summer camp pumps you full of booze.
Your camp is way better than mine.
Well, it depends.
The food is terrible, but the booze is free-flowing.
It is. So yeah, Gary and I just got back from Florida.
We saw Star Wars.
We saw Star
Ooh.
Wars.
Just
Drank
one.
in a Star Wars cantina.
We got thrown
Gary-
out of a Star Wars cantina. No,
Gary
not
got
really.
a fancy new jacket.
Star
Ooh.
Wars. I got 3 confirmed kills, according to the jacket.
Ooh.
We had to be engineers on the Millennium Falcon.
We had to sit behind racist Captain America, who was our pilot with his kid.
Oh, that's
Oh my
fun.
god. This does not sounds way interesting, but
There's a monster behind you.
I
There
see.
is.
It's La Llorona.
I don't even want to offer you cake anymore.
Thank you.
Go steal some other kids. Yeah, what else? Yeah, racist Captain America and his family. And his little whiny daughter who didn't want to be a pilot. I would have killed to be a
Yeah.
pilot.
Right? I wanted to
Wouldn't
walk
let
off
you
that damn
trade?
ship when we weren't. But man, Galaxy's Edge was impressive. Just how immersive it is and everything was crazy. I loved it. The little kid in me was just going wild.
yeah, I've been going through a lot of the lead up stuff for Ahsoka, which is coming out soon, so that I can get there, get familiar with everything. So it's really good.
Yeah, you in Rebels now? Is that where you're at?
I'm in the last part of Rebels. Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm not making. I'm bullying Kelsey and one other person at work to make that journey. Kelsey's totally on board. Our friend Kelsey. But it's not necessary, but it's still fun. Recommend. Go watch Rebels.
And then Phillip and I went to a Halloween bar, and that was
We
awesome.
did.
It's
That
a
was
little early
fun.
for Halloween bar.
Never.
It's never
No, never.
too early for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spooky drinks.
They did
So
have
say the
spooky
pictures
drinks.
I was gonna say the pictures you sent were pretty sweet.
Yeah, dude, the place was pretty awesome. When we first walked in there, I was like, oh man, the vibe's pretty cool, but it's pretty crowded in here. I don't know if it's worth it. And then the DJ started up. It's pretty loud, and I was like, it's getting a little better. But then the MC guy, he started up and just working the crowd, and he was super fun. And me and Phillip wound up shutting the place down.
And I got an award from the manager.
More free booze.
More free booze.
Yay.
They're like, oh, the manager likes your energy. And I was like, uh-oh, is Phil about to get roofied right after? It's like, Phil just disappears in the back room, because there was a back room to this place where people were going. I was like, what's going on in there? Mostly cocaine and booze, probably.
Or other stuff. You never know if it's a back room.
That's true.
You got to snort your tequila somehow. Wait, am I doing this wrong?
I think you got it backwards.
I think so.
Damn. I wonder I sneezed.
And you shouldn't put lime in your cocaine.
Well, though.
But I like fruit flavored cocaine.
Yeah. It goes well with the baby laxative that's in there.
Every time I smoke oregano, that's what happens.
Tastes like pizza.
Exactly.
Actually did a shoot once where they had us smoke fake cigarettes on it, and they were oregano filled, and my mouth tasted like pizza all evening.
Yeah.
At that point,
I have smoking oregano.
just smoke a regular cigarette at that point, right?
Ugh, no, I would cough and hack. No.
I've done that too, where I smoked a regular cigarette for a whole shoot, and I about wanted to vomit by the end of the
So
evening.
how is smoking oregano better?
It doesn't have the nicotine and stuff in it to make you jittery and nauseous.
I mean, I feel like that'd just be gross too.
My cousin smoked catnip. It's smokable.
Is this Diego or John talking?
Wait.
No, this is John.
Was this at Furry Night at S4 again, or is this
No, I don't do that.
right?
Anymore.
Right.
So how did that happen for real though?
Okay, so yeah, all right. So I come from an incredibly small town, and so we had a lot of time on our hands. What are you going to do? We're hanging around, and somebody comes up with a great idea. It's like, well, we don't have anything to smoke, so why don't we smoke some catnip? And so we start puffing away, and stuff, and turn to my cousin and says, "Okay, does this do anything for you?" And she goes, "Meow."
Oh man.
That's about the extent of it. Yes.
Makes sense. Keith, how's your summer been?
It's been good, man. I just this 108 temperatures are getting ridiculous.
Bro,
It was stupid.
Yeah.
like I feel like my air conditioner has not stopped running. Ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that electricity bill is showing it too.
Man.
I'm not looking
It's
at
ridiculous.
it. It's on auto pay. No peeking.
My AC broke this weekend.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Again.
I just got it fixed yesterday.
How long
Oh,
were
no.
you baking?
It was the unit that does the part above the garage.
I forgot your mansion has multiple units. Sorry.
It's not a mansion. It's not a mansion. But it's the addition above the garage. So
The servants' quarters. I got it.
where I go, where I'm in the office recording all of this, so where I work, that place where I spend all my time and no one else does.
He has a whole wing to himself.
Yeah.
It's the back
Never
wing.
going to the East Wing.
How was y'all's vacation though?
It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. So many
Castles.
cities, so little time.
Towers, castles. It was amazing. Battlefields
my
like you would
Lugaballer?
not believe.
I did.
Sweet.
Oh. Did you call it Lugaval?
Yes, I did. I called it the wrong thing, but that's okay.
I knew what you meant.
So
I'm
I saw
confused
you
at what it
post-
is.
It's
The Scotch.
Lagavulin.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
So I saw you post about Mexican night in Ireland.
Oh,
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that,
yeah, that was
episode of the
interesting.
Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
So we
It
were
looked
we
to be
were
maybe
in
one Mexican guy who may have not been Mexican.
He was.
we
Turkish,
were
but
in
that's-
Galway and went out for a drink after dinner. Went to this pub that was there, and we walked in and noticed that it was Latino night. Like all the screens said Latino night, and they started playing, like Latino style music.
Was
Yeah,
it
the
real?
Band.
It was just
Yeah.
tequila over and over again.
Well, 2/3 of the band was Latino.
Yes,
The singer was not.
she was their regular like house singer.
Yes.
She still did well.
What does Selena
Yes.
sound like in an Irish accent? Or Scottish or wherever it was?
Irish, actually, yes.
Yeah. I mean, she sounded decent. I don't remember them actually doing any Selena.
First of all,
But-
this is Latino night, and you don't do one of the most popular Gloria Estefan? No? None of that?
It's all Maz and the Romantics.
Thalia?
I think
Uh-huh.
there was Gloria.
They did
think
do
so.
Gloria, yes.
So the weird part is that they only played like half of the
Tigres de
evening
los Ne-
because they would play like 2 songs and then they would have recorded music play for a while, and then they'd come back and play 2 songs and then have recorded music play.
I don't think they had a huge repertoire of
I was about to
Latino
say
music.
that sounds like they're trying to extend their set list and be like, okay, we need to turn 6 songs into 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
The
any
most
of them
entertaining
watch the
part,
movie?
though. Most entertaining part, though, was the one dancer that was like the Irish Rico Suave.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was going. He had a line of girls that he was dancing with. Yes.
And
Did
some of
he
them just
do
could
the-
not keep up.
Did he do the arms down but flamenco feet?
It was lots of spinning and twirling.
But arms to his side, you're right.
Miguel Flatley?
That was entertaining to watch, but we ended up leaving and going to another bar.
Were they serving Latin food though? Sorry to go back to this, but I'm still really super curious.
No, that one
they were
was-
not.
I don't even think it was regular pub food. I think it was just pizza.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all they had.
Mexican pizza?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think
this
so.
was Italian style.
Yeah. It was
And I
an
say
interesting
style
pub.
because it wasn't really Italian.
So they were just crapping on all of the Latin countries.
They were
Latinos,
winging. They're from Ireland.
meat.
They were winging it from every other country.
They were.
But it was fun.
busy.
I mean,
it was a busy night though.
yes, and they did have a lot of people. People were having fun. It was good. I definitely do want to go back to Galway. It's cool.
I do too. Yeah, we didn't get enough time in Galway. We did after we left there. We went and found another bar where a drag queen was hosting karaoke. But when we got in there, nobody was singing. Nobody was. It was very quiet and dead when we walked.
How
in.
long did it take for you to sing?
I was gonna say,
20
did you
seconds.
pick it up?
Yeah, we jumped in because they were also doing. It wasn't just karaoke. They called it. She called it sing and spin. So she had a wheel on the little podium that she was standing behind, and after you sing, you'd spin the wheel, and it had prizes and stuff on there.
Yeah, or
Did you win
something would
anything?
happen. Yeah.
I want a free drink.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I spun myself.
Yeah. And he sung though.
What'd you think?
Well,
Whatever they were playing.
we have,
Any
we have
song they
4
played.
lists there.
I sang Hamilton in an Irish gay bar.
Bar. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in an Irish brogue.
No.
That's what I thought he was gonna say too.
He not only that, he sang the King song.
Yeah, I sang King George.
You'll be back.
Wait, no, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know.
Yeah. So I
Ooh,
sang.
you should do that next time as Arnold Schwarzenegger. That could be fun.
Yeah. But no, I sang as an English character, and the Irish and the English do not get along.
Oh,
Yes.
so it was Maine, Ireland.
Yeah,
Yes.
we were
Not
at that point we were a
Northern Ireland.
Republic of Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you go to Northern Ireland?
we did.
Yes.
We went to Derry and Belfast.
Dairy Girls. Okay. Do any of you know about Dairy Girls?
I do.
Nada.
Yeah.
Yes. Educate
They even
yourself.
had a-
That is such a funny show.
They even had a Dairy Girls exhibit at one of the museums.
And I was totally lost.
I was excited about it. I did find out that accent that they have in that show is very specific to Derry.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought it was all of Northern Ireland. No, that's a very Derry specific accent.
So did you finish the show?
Yes.
Did you clock Barristan Selmy as the grandpa?
No.
I was looking at his face and I was like, you are so familiar. Look him up on IMDb. Barristan Selmy from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Oh, wait, now
We did go
that
to
you say
the-
that, I see it.
yeah. We also did do the Game of Thrones studio tour.
That was in Belfast.
Was that cool?
That was awesome.
Very, very cool. They have eggs.
Did they have the infamous Starbucks cup on display?
No,
Oh my God.
didn't see that.
I thought you were going to Red Wedding or something like that. Nope, the Starbucks cup. What about the scripts from seasons 8?
So missing still.
Just holes in them all over the place. They did have the Hall of Faces, though. That was cool.
That would be
Ooh.
cool.
And you
Ooh,
could put your face up on the Hall of Faces.
What about the cast plot armor? Was that on display? I stopped thinking about it. It was a joke.
I know. I was trying to think
Because
what
they
all
wouldn't-
was on display, though.
They did have armor and swords on display. A lot of people's outfits were there, including the Red Witch.
Oh, that's cool. So
was
what
cool.
city was that in?
Belfast,
Okay.
which was one of my favorite cities from the trip.
It was fun.
I was not expecting Belfast to be one of my favorite cities, but it was. But
Were you
so
in-
much
were you
beer
there-
and so much whiskey.
Were you
So
there when
where all did you-
Sinead O'Connor passed away?
We were.
Yes.
That was when we were in Galway, because the drag queen even played, her most famous song, the 7 hours and 15 days.
Nothing compares to you.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
Nothing.
She played that song. We were the only ones in the bar to know that song.
Yeah, that was
Really?
strange part. Yeah.
That was very weird. Even the drag queen didn't know the song.
Okay. Was it not a big hit over there?
I guess not.
Do they know the Cranberries? I mean, their lead singer RIP too, but
Man,
Do we just
I don't
keep-
know. We didn't ask, but
do they know any Irish bands over there in Ireland?
Yes.
The Proclaimers?
Oh no,
that's
is
more
Scotland.
Scottish. That's
Oh,
Scottish.
sorry.
Whoops.
I get it mixed up. Apologies.
And the lead singer from Garbage is also Scottish.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We went to a concert and saw her melting here in Texas.
Yes.
It was terrible.
Oh, y'all went to that one?
hmm
Yes.
And we were melting too, but it was worse for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did she play
Not
that
as
song
bad
from
as being
Romeo
out
and
there for
Juliet?
Boy George, but
Did she play that song from Romeo and Juliet?
which one was in Romeo and
I
Juliet?
say it wasn't
I
that.
can't remember it off the top of my head, but I do remember all of high school. The girl I got a ride to school with would play that every single morning. The Romeo and Juliet soundtrack.
Oh, that song. Yes, she did play that.
And that song would be?
It's called, is that the right name for it? Number One Crush.
Oh, that one. I didn't know that was them. Okay, cool.
She did play that one.
Daniel, how was your
She
summer
sang that one.
vacation?
Oh man, what vacation? I have just been working. So I, started the new job and sort of have been working on that, and then the softball league that I'm in, that I participate in assisting with running it. Lots of activity on that because the softball World Series are coming up, and so just sort of lots of prep work for that. But it's sort of like the wheel never stops turning. So even though our spring season just ended, we've already got the fall season sort of cranking up, and actually is like today was sort of a big deadline for that. So it just never stops. So
Daniel-
between those two things, that's just what I got.
Daniel, I so chickened out.
Of which part?
With the okay, so we are going to have a team for the fall ball, and I chickened out on the name. I was going to do Pussy Patrol, but I turned it into Kitty Patrol.
Oh yeah, yeah. We started. Mark was showing all the team names, and he was like, and then we got Kitty Patrol. He was like, "What the fuck, John?"
I mean, not as lame as
check it
some
out.
of the others, but you know.
What are the colors?
There are some teams who just like took their spring name and did nothing to it, and just copied and pasted right into their fall team name. And I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's whatever though. But
John, what are your colors?
Yellow, gray, and black.
Okay. I'm very disappointed in you, John, because Pussy Patrol sounds
You
like Pussy Control, which is Prince, so it should have been purple.
I know, but unfortunately, we don't have control over the fall ball colors. So
You know a guy
That's
on the
true.
board, too, right?
a couple.
At
he
least.
knows. Yeah, I was about to say he knows multiple guys on the board.
So he knows all of them
Actually,
almost.
I think
Yeah.
I'm sleeping with one of them.
He's married to the commissioner of the league.
That's why.
Fix it. You
Uh,
carrying
that-
your way to those colors.
Fall ball, it's randomized on team colors. I don't know. You may get some choice on it. I don't know. I don't know how we're doing that.
Give me purple.
That's, if we ever get shirts.
Hopefully.
Okay, but can your little
Shirts and skins?
oh
Shirts and skins. Could you
Shirts
imagine?
and
There you go.
skins softball?
That would
was gonna-
immediately cut the cost of shirts in half, Gary. So we might want to
Yes, it
consider
would.
that.
I would like that, actually. I was going to say the lesbians may not like it, but they'd probably be the first ones to take their shirts off.
That's true.
It's hot here in Texas. Yes.
Yeah,
even in the fall.
we
Can
actually
you
have
cheer?
a.
Playing.
John, can you cheer, where you go, yeah, with your hands in the circle? Just the lyrics. Pussy Patrol was it Pussy Patrol?
Well, we were
I'm trying
debating
to-
debating either doing Meow Mix or Meow Mix or Pussy Patrol.
See, you
No,
should
no.
have just gone
Pussy
with kitty control then.
Patrol.
You gotta do it like a hit song. Look,
I mean,
Kitty
it's better than me. Wow.
me wow.
It is. We've been doing Me Wow for too long.
Did y'all actually see that there's a DJ who either came to town or is coming to town, but like her name is DJ Kitty Glitter? I was like, oh, that's so clever. I wish I had thought of that. That would have been an awesome like jersey name on the backside.
Is that a drag queen DJ?
I'm going
I
to wear my
expect so.
Glitterazzi shirt.
Y'all should just come out to meow 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 meow. Just look
Meow,
over.
meow, meow, meow. Oh well, we're strange kitties.
Look, let me do the
Case
marketing
listeners,
next
you're
year for your teams.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we have two teams: the Thunder Kitties and the Thunder Cats. So we definitely have a lot of kitty going on. And I have dogs. It's bizarre.
I was gonna say, John, you don't have cats, but your character's a cat. Your teams are cats.
It's weird.
You smoke catnip.
That's what started the whole thing.
Wow. Day one, we're already up to 60 people registered, though. That's cool.
Woohoo!
Anyway.
How are you
I
gonna
don't know how
segue
to segue. Speaking of smoking catnip, no, I don't know.
Meanwhile, back at the kitty lounge,
Meow 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 meow.
dawn breaks.
Yeah. I don't have a good segue this time.
Dawn breaks, and there's dew on the Diego. Cat's wet.
John Blizzard.
Is that Catmandu?
Did not.
There you go.
There we go. We got it in.
So yeah, anyway, we've been chatting for 25 minutes, so I figured it's time to get back into the actual game.
Oh yeah.
Who remembers what happened last time, like a month ago?
Oof.
What's the
Well-
last thing y'all remember?
I remember getting a really cool card I don't even
That's right,
remember what
you
it
got-
was called.
Did you not
Wait, it
write
was
it down
no,
on a
yeah,
scrap
okay,
paper?
here it is. It's the Juggler Hero card.
Yep. This one.
Sweet.
I know the listeners can't see it, but I'm holding it up for people to see.
But
So
yeah,
if I'm
go ahead.
I'm counting these right, that means there's currently 4 hero cards in play? Because I have 4 set to the side.
That's a good
I
question.
have one somewhere.
I would say I thought at least one was Phillip's, one was John's, and one's a group card, right? And then
Yeah.
the one that Daniel has.
I think I have Big Sky.
Big Sky is not in this mix.
Okay.
It's like, try
Man.
Could be
again.
wrong.
You may have used that one.
Yeah,
Probably used it on something else.
I had the Jester's Mama. That was my card. Since we're making up cards now.
I was going to say.
It's like the Jester sounds like something that could be in there. The Jester's Mama, not so much. Unless that's the one that Andy made you.
Oh yeah, there are.
No, I still have the one Andy made too. I don't think I've ever used that one.
The 4 that I have currently out, at least that I've got the Foreign Trader, the Survivor, the Marriage, and the Juggler.
Marriage.
I think the group card is
Yeah.
Marriage.
We are gathered here today to talk about marriage.
Well, I can find it later. I don't think we're going to need a hero card because we never use them.
That's true. That's why I don't give them out so much, because you never use them.
But I
We
want
should
them.
use them.
to answer your earlier question, what I remember is that we had finished business up at the cave, and then we decided to return to the town of Ilmarsh because we were collecting the bounty for having killed the monsters at the haunted shack. And then when we got to the office, we discovered that the mirror was not there, but also that the office had sort of been like ransacked. And I think that's where we left off. That's what I recall.
Mhm.
All right.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah, I mean, like we got the new guy here. He's got his shit together. We're all like,
No, this okay. So this was like it was. My notes start with like hero card because I was like, I am not going to remember any of this. So I started like typing out hero card like details, being like, okay, God, like let me remember to do this later. And then it was like, as we were finishing up, I was like, oh, okay, like I'll just keep going, like let me just keep typing notes and whatnot. So it's literally like 2 paragraphs, one for the card and then one for literally the last thing that we did.
So that's a great thing because I know I don't take notes. I'll remember. Don't worry. I'll remember. I never, ever remember.
1 month later, what happened?
yeah, I have some notes, but they're not quite that detailed because I think I started drinking on the last episode a little bit, and I hadn't in a while. And so my notes are, yeah. I said I have Porkchop gets key card. We return to Mayor. He's been kidnapped.
Purple monkey dishwasher.
yeah.
We lost the mayor in the dishwasher? Okay.
He's on the rent cycle.
Me too. Me too.
Well, so now that we're back in town and we've got to find out what happened to the mayor, did we find anything in the mayor's office? Did we look in the mayor's office?
I think it was more like we had just arrived, and then Gary was like, and I'll see you next time.
Dun, dun,
Yes.
dun. Yeah.
Yeah, you looked in, saw the mayor wasn't there. You can tell there's obvious signs of a struggle. And that's kind of where we left it off. So, picking up right back there, you get to the mayor's office. The mayor's gone. You can tell there's signs of a struggle. What do you do?
Is there
Perception
anybody
check.
else around?
So, perception checks. Go ahead and give me that.
Okay.
There's no one immediately around, but you're in like the town hall, so you could probably find somebody. Like the sheriff would probably be here somewhere, or whatever.
24.
Diego got an 18.
There's werewolves.
There's dogs in here.
I feel like they keep following us.
I mean,
When
you
are we
helped
going to
them one
make them
time,
characters?
and-
14. So
Yeah, I also actually got 14. So
34.
what? Oh my god!
We're going with the 34.
he sees into the future.
Or into the past. I can see everything that happened
Yeah.
by just looking around.
It's like
Touch an
like
object, you get a flash.
No, it's like in a like CSI or like one of those like crime
Yeah.
solving shows where like Sherlock immediately sees like, oh, he stepped here and then took a swing, even though like there's no evidence that like someone swung with a sword. He's like, he took a step here, took a swing, blood splattered on the wall. Here's the trajectory.
That's right.
So you guys are looking around the office. There's not a lot that's really here to tell what's happened to him. You can tell that he fought back. Things are kind of thrown all over the place. Nothing really standing out. But Grubert, you do notice there's like this residue on some of the stuff that's similar to what you saw down in the tunnels. So you would assume probably that he's been taken by scum.
All right. Just to make
Not
sure, like
scumbags.
I
Scum.
finger it and I lick it just to make sure that it's the same.
Not
You need to
before.
get a slight buzz from it.
Yeah. It's like licking the frog.
Yeah.
You turn into
Not
Hypnotoad
licking
for a second.
toads.
Just wild shape into a huge frog. That's, oh, shit.
And his eyes have those swirly little spirals.
Hypnotoad.
Porkchop gets excited for a second because there's another frog creature.
Hey. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. So I guess oh, there we go.
Had to.
Horny pork chop. I guess so. I'll let the guys know. There's been scum here.
So if there's powdery residue like everywhere, is there like a footprints that we could follow?
Oh yeah, like what kind of residue is this? Is this like slime? Is
Yeah.
it powder?
Let's just think it's
Is it-
slimy.
Yeah, it's kind of like slimy, kind of like, you know, that slimy feeling after touching fish. That kind of residue is just kind of on everything.
Gotcha. So he says, "There's something fishy about this." It's like,
Diego is suddenly amused.
And hungry.
So yeah, so are there prints or anything? Can we tell anything that happened?
There's not enough of like a trail to follow or anything like that. He just notices that residue on like the edge of the desk and things like that. Things that they would have bumped into.
So can we pick something up with the residue on it? Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Havoc, does he have scent?
Just because he has a big nose.
Let's check it out. Let's see. I was going to ask because I have high survival, so I was going to see if I could kind of track it if it goes outside. But let's see. Does Havoc have scent? It doesn't look like it, no. Oh, yes, he does.
Pablo
actually.
does.
Detect opponents within 15 feet by sense of smell. So it just says 15 feet range, though.
Diego's been domesticated. He does not smell it.
Well, could it be like Havoc's like the Scooby-Doo, where he puts his nose to the ground, it just like follows the trail? With the ass up, like real high.
Yeah.
Ass up, trunk down.
Aren't we all?
So, I mean, there's enough of it that you could probably get a scent from it. So if you did want to try to track it, you could at least try to get a direction of where they went.
Perfect.
Yeah, because it looks like Pablo can detect opponents within 30 feet by sense of smell. The opponent is
His scent's even
up.
better.
If his opponent is upwind, the range increases to 60 feet. If it's downwind, it drops to 15 feet.
Go get him, Pablo.
And then a creature with a
so
sense ability can follow tracks by smell, by making a wisdom or survival check to follow a track.
So go ahead and give me a survival check to try to follow that.
Ooh, gross. 9.
I was going to say, can I help Pablo with my survival on a path to start?
Yes, you can aid.
Okay. It's 18, so plus 12. That's a 30.
God damn.
I know all my points are in survival and persuasion or
Perception.
perception. Yeah.
It's fitting for a druid. So you don't get like a full track of like where exactly they went, but you can tell that it was definitely taken outside.
Okay. And is there only one door here?
I mean, you're kind of into like the town hall, so you're in his office of the town hall. So
Okay. Got it.
there's like out into the hallway and down, or like through the window kind of thing.
All right, Pablo. Let's go out the door. Let's see what you see.
Surprised he fit into the office. So,
He poked his head in through the window.
I mean, is he able to follow the trail? Yeah, the typical DC for a fresh trail is 10. The DC increases or decreases depending on how strong the odor is.
Yeah. Did the mayor shower today? That'll be helpful.
Well, he's not tracking
Did
the
he shit his
mayor.
pants in fear?
So essentially, you've been able to track it to outside, but once you get outside, you kind of lose the scent.
Okay.
Are there any like, what is the ground covering like? Is it just like a dirt path, or is it like stones? Like, my thought is like, did they leave any sort of step trails or like footprints for us to perceive and check?
It's a dirt path, but this area, because you're right in the town center or like the town square area, is so
Like,
crossed, it would be hard to track.
Bastards. Well,
But
Scum don't wear boots though, right? They're all barefoot and have webbed feet and
but
all that.
still,
That's
it's the other tracks and things are mixing with it would be really hard to follow. But knowing where the scum kind of hang out, you would know where they would be heading.
right. So maybe we need to go ahead and talk to Horace about his asking to use his submersible, and then heading
Wait a
underwater.
minute, you don't know
for that,
Horace?
no? I, the player, do.
That is metagaming.
And he's like, hey, you guys are dumb, so let me move this along.
Diego did discuss this with Porkchop.
So, yeah, I think we do want to do that, but we also want to make sure that there's nothing else besides the slime in the office, because Keith got a high roll, but I got a pretty good one at 24. Did I see anything?
No, there wasn't really anything else to find. The slime would have been the only big thing to catch in there.
Not even giant scissors for ribbon cuttings?
Nope. Those are in the other office.
Okay.
Wouldn't you know it? Oh, well.
Should we tell someone the mayor is, incommunicado?
Perhaps, my friends, it is best if we do not do that. Someone may attempt a coup.
The mayor. It's a very small town. I don't know how long we can keep this a secret.
He's in the bathroom.
He'll be out any minute.
I don't know what the mayor sounds like, but I'm going to give him that voice.
Yeah,
I
do
don't
we want to
remember
like
what mayor sounds
tell the sheriff or something, if that way we're not like looking like suspects when we get back?
Yeah. I think we do tell people. But, oh, wait, no, because they're on the scum side.
I was going to say, I think...
Wait, the town is the scum?
No, the
they
town
do
gives their
trust
baby.
in the scum.
Yes, they give their daughters to the
Yeah.
scum.
For protection.
Do you remember that big old pile of beef jerky back in the under
Beef jerky,
the
baby.
house?
Yeah.
Well, we do know one person we can trust in town.
And that's the shopkeeper.
Yeah.
So let's go see
So
the
do
shop.
we want to go, like, be like, hey, we got a problem. Hey, we don't know who we can trust here.
Don't panic, but you are down a mayor. She actually starts the coup.
She's like, oh, that's terrible. Oh, no.
Just
Like,
kicking
now,
him
where's
under
my
the
mayoral
cabinet.
robe?
Give me that sash.
I guess it would give us like an opportunity to do what Phillip was suggesting earlier, was like stock up on supplies before we go underwater and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to buy a cute swimsuit.
One with a 4-inch seam. That's, you know.
Scared now.
So, yeah.
So, going to see the shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Let's do it.
If we don't get out of the submersible, like that James Bond movie, you know which one I'm talking about, where they get out on the beach in their little bikinis.
Yeah.
And what are we even doing?
Baywatch slow-mo.
Some people wait in the darkness. Can we
All
get that for the
right.
drop, please? Baywatch theme.
I'll think about it. All right. So you guys head to see the shopkeeper, the apothecary named Jolene.
Jolene.
So if you look at the map, just to get an idea of where you guys are and where you're heading again. So the town hall and where you are for the mayor's office is D2.
Okay.
Her shop is D8. All the way down at the bottom.
That's
So she's like-
far.
She's like right by the road. I guess because she's a foreigner, she can just dip right out if things go real bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we better
And
give
to
her
get a
that
gauge
warning.
on the distance, each square on here is 20 feet. So it's a little bit more compact of a map, just so you have the 20 feet instead of the typical 5 feet. So, heading to see Jolene. You make it to the shop, open the door. Well, hello, friends. Welcome back.
I was like, and she's gone too.
And she's dead.
Oh.
No, she's still there.
She just went to the bathroom. She's fine. She's fine.
I just remembered that not only does Daniel not know her or anything about what's going on here, I don't. Neither does Thwip.
That's true.
All right, so Thwip
Gr-
hits
has
on her
Grubert been in there?
immediately.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Diego will talk to her and say, "My lady, we have some unsettling news. You might want to keep this information to yourself."
This is
But-
worse than the crab creature in the church.
Yes. Your mayor
dear.
has been kidnapped.
The mayor has been kidnapped.
Not my mayor.
Yes.
Was the mayor
By-
kidnapped by a crab creature?
No, it was scum.
Pond scum, soap scum.
You know
What,
this.
what type of scum?
Fish scum.
I don't know if y'all have told her that the neighbors are scum.
I thought that she was in on it. I could have sworn she was in on it. Because
She knows of the fostering and she knows of the neighbors, but she doesn't know
What the neighbors
Okay.
are. That's
what the
right.
neighbors are.
okay, yeah, because Genny definitely told everybody she knows. what they're
Also,
doing with their
Diego
kids.
keeps trying to keep the mayor being gone a secret. I feel like Diego might be planning a coup of his own.
Mayor Diego.
Yeah.
I could be in charge, my friend.
He's like, so not only is the mayor kidnapped, which is troubling, we've got even more troubling news for you.
I mean, if a dog can be a
What?
mayor, a cat can be a mayor.
This large cat can be a mayor.
So, okay, if she doesn't know that, I mean, then Genny is going to say, "You know the neighbors?
Yes.
They're scum. They're these fish creatures that the town is just giving their daughters to, and they've kidnapped the mayor. So, like, yeah, these monsters, they're taking the kids, and some of them, I guess, they're keeping, and some of them they just, it looks like they take their life essence, and they're just husks, and it's really terrible. And I think they took the mayor. In fact, I know they took the mayor. I just don't know where."
We have a suspicion, my friend, that they may have taken him underwater.
But he can't
Okay.
breathe underwater.
There's a cave. If we can get to the cave, I think we can breathe.
How do you plan to get to this cave?
I mean, you guys are a boat town, right? Somebody has to have a boat or something. Do you have potions of water breathing or anything that can help us go underwater?
I mean, we might have one or two. We wouldn't have enough for everyone. I believe you've picked up some of the water stuff that I've had already.
I mean,
Let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, I don't know that I have a lot for water here, but I think the boat maker, which I believe I've told you about before, they have that bottle of air that's available. He's going to charge you, an arm and a leg for it. So they do
You
have
think
that.
we're going to fall for buying a bottle full of air?
it refills itself.
That sounds very suspicious. I've got one I can say that refills itself too.
But I mean, I may not have anything else that really helps with water, but I might have some other stuff that might help you along your way. What other stuff are you looking for?
I mean, anything to fight fish monsters, really.
Scum.
I have a bottle of 409.
Do you have a scaler?
A good
What about
Bowie
scrubbing
knife,
bubbles?
maybe?
You got scrubbing bubbles?
We might
A
have the
good
off
fillet
brand.
knife?
Clowning bubbles. We have clowning bubbles. It looks pretty as it goes down the drain.
Play circus music.
So, I mean, what do you have? List your entire inventory, please.
So, looking around, if we take a look around, just see what she has in her shop, is there anything that jumps out at us that might be like, oh, okay, that makes sense?
Essentially, I believe what we did last time was if it's on the alchemical items list, she pretty much has it.
If I were a list of alchemical items, where would I be?
Yeah.
You'd be a DP. Wait, what's that website called?
D20 PFSRD.
That one.
I thought you were saying something else. I was like, deep pee.
No. Well, no.
He's like, well,
Has these.
How many bottles of beer have I been drinking? Then we'll discuss the deep pee.
There's that list. And if there's anything different. Those two lists. Bleh.
Lisps.
Yes.
This page includes various chemicals, herbs, oils. We're trying to fight them, not cook them.
Are you sure?
A nice
Yeah.
lemon butter sauce.
Diego says maybe not.
Let's not rule anything out.
Does it taste like salmon?
The second list has more of like the like
usable
acid
items.
flash, alchemical fire, things like that. Has more of that stuff on it. I think the second list might be a second edition list, but most of the items are still the same.
Oh my god. Okay, so this list is like load 50 more or load remaining 602 items at the very bottom. My god.
Yeah, there's a lot of items.
In this 20 by 20 building, we've got 602 various items of. Oh my gosh.
I mean, they may
you
only
guys are
have like
selling
one
urea?
bottle of
That's
something.
nasty. You selling your bathwater too?
Troll oil.
So this is mostly going to be like poisons and things like that. The stuff that'll probably be most useful is going to be things like alchemist fire, liquid ice, bottled lightning, things like that. Because those are weapons that you can throw.
What about holly and mistletoe? It's almost Christmas.
And, last time I believe y'all got a few wands and stuff from her as well. She'll have a few of those. That's one of those, come up with a wand that you want, and I'll see if she's got it.
Wand of water breathing.
No, she does not have that.
Air bubble.
No. I think y'all have some
Monkey
water
fish?
breathing stuff already.
Yeah, we do have a helmet or a hat. I think Keith has a helmet of water breathing or something.
I've got air bubble, but it's not communal, so I'd have to cast it on everybody, and that would eat up 5 slots of 7 that I can use per day. So I'm trying to avoid that.
We were just going to waste those slots anyways.
Well, Diego will say, my friends, wasn't the creator of the boat who also had a submersible in his workshop? Maybe we should talk to him.
What now?
A while back, we encountered a captain who, was having some issues with a sea creature. I believe it was an octopus. What was it? And we went to his shop. He had lots of different boats and things he was working on, but he also had a submersible in there.
As in submerged underwater.
Yes, I know. It doesn't sound good for a cat.
Does Thwip have claustrophobia?
I mean, I don't know if it's claustrophobic necessarily, but I don't know if he trusts a ship that goes underwater at this point in whatever age we're in.
Aquarius.
Aquarium. Are you referring to the old kook in town, Horace Kroon?
And he's a kook?
No, he's a cook. He's a really good chef.
Yes, my lady. That would be the one that we are looking for. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's been working on that submersible for a long time now. I guess
Do you
he's
know if it's ever worked?
Right, has it been approved by local engineers, or have people been writing in letters about its inefficiency?
Does it have a detachable remote control?
A wand.
Does it have a wand that controls it?
you'd have to ask him for all that. He would be the he'd be the local engineer, so I guess he could approve it himself.
Sounds ominous a little.
He's got all sorts of inventions. I tell you though, he's pretty good at fixing up that ship of his though.
Mm.
Not always the
How
best
much
at steering it, but he's good at fixing it up.
How's he been at crushing?
At crashing?
Crushing, no, crushing.
Oh.
Oh, he's crushing it.
Yeah.
By it, he means us.
At any rate, my lady, perhaps you have some alchemist fire? Perhaps we
yes.
can get some bottles from you.
Absolutely. How many bottles would you like?
5.
5
Wait,
bottles
we're
of
about to
fire.
we're about to fight fish people, and we're gonna throw fire at them. Do you think they're like
Yes.
just jump in the water and that'd be it? What about ice? Ice kills fish, right?
If they jump in the water, they're no longer after us. So I'm okay with that. And a good fish
You're
fry.
just
is
trying to
good.
cook them. That's what you're doing. You just want to eat those fish people.
There we go. That has the prices. Yeah, we can do alchemist fire. We do also have some liquid ice, bottled lightning.
Yeah, I'm afraid lightning
Wanna
would get all of us.
Are these brands of 40s or is this actual?
Y'all got Old English?
Yeah, Mickey's.
You got 4 Loco. Do you have 4 Loco?
Do you have some
Maybe.
twisted tea? I would like to.
Or we can just smack them with them.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
you
Just
go.
wail on them with cans of tea.
What are dust knuckles?
I was just seeing that. That sounds racist.
I thought it was some nursing home slang.
Selling dust knuckles up the street.
Dust knuckles are fingerless leather gloves that include 4 small pouches sewn along the knuckle line into which you can insert tiny vials of brittle glass sealed with wax. You can fill the vials with ground glass or with poison, and when you punch someone in the face, the vials shatter, releasing their contents into the target's face and eyes.
Sounds
Have
perfect. for
any
a
of you
secret
guys seen
discount.
the movie Kickboxer?
Tong po, tong po.
But yeah, the opening scene where he's putting
Yeah.
his knuckles in glass and whatever.
Or what's the movie's making fun of it where they're putting it in candy?
Hot Shots.
Hot
I don't
Shots,
remember if it was part 1 or part 2.
Yeah.
They got grenades. They got straight up grenades. I'm just afraid the powder will get wet.
I mean, this bottled lightning, that's,
That seems like it could backfire on you, you know? Like get everybody.
good point.
I will say, if it helps you any, you won't be underwater the whole time. Once you get into the tunnels, you're not underwater anymore.
Is it drippy?
Maybe.
Should I bring a coat?
It will be chilly down there.
I have
I'm
4.
just
I'm
wet
good.
there. Well, I'm gonna get this liquid ice. I'm gonna get me
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool.
5 liquid ices, please. Which also sounds like a malt beverage.
Mm-hmm. Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds like Smirnoff Ice, or like,
Something you get at 7-Eleven.
or like the fantasy version of like a Rumplemint shot or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire and Ice.
Exactly.
Ooh, we should do those next time.
Yeah. Has everybody here had Fire and Ice?
Not a long time.
Not since I could legally buy alcohol.
It's been 84 years.
Had to teach bartenders in Nashville how to make those. Okay, so you're wanting 5 liquid ice, and John, you wanted 5 of the alchemist fire.
Yes.
What else you guys want?
Do you have any neat little magic items?
You got a few wands and scrolls here and there.
So I can't think of any wands because we have the healing wands. We have
I mean, maybe we should pick up another one.
a wand of healing. Are we almost out of charges or what?
It never
Well,
hurts to have more. I mean,
I actually still have
That's a
my
good point.
wand of cure serious wounds, my wand of restoration, and then essentially, like as the healer of the group, I can essentially turn any stored spell into a cure spell. So I feel pretty stocked up on being able to cure y'all.
we got plenty of healing. Do you have a scroll of spiked pit? Doesn't look like it exists.
I mean, technically, you can make anything a scroll. You just have to, because it's so rare. A scroll of spiked pit would be 450 gold pieces just for by
No,
itself.
thank you.
Ooh, yeah, no. That's a bit pricey.
Until we need it, and then we're like, I should have bought that spike pit scroll.
Okay, I can't think of anything else.
Okay. So just the 5 liquid ice and the 5 alchemist fire?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Is this going to be all together or separate?
Would you like paper or plastic?
Did you want to wear it out or?
Do you take gold bond stamps?
No,
What are
but I do
gold
take
bond
gold.
stamps? Well, yeah, I put my gold on the table. There's my cut. It's for me. I'll get it for me. Who's getting this fire?
I am.
Okay.
So I will pay that.
Okay. So since you guys are, part of the rewards program now, since you've been in so much, give you a discount. So all together with the 10 items total will be $275.
Lovely.
Do we have to give her our ethereal mail address?
Yes, that's how you get your reward points. You're 2 stamps away from five gold piece off coupon.
5
Oh,
gold
lovely.
pieces, nothing to sneeze at. So I guess we go find Horace then.
Yes.
All right. She can direct you to his house. It's the small shack on the opposite side of town.
What? Ugh.
Oh Lord,
Get my
what is that
steps in.
shack?
And D10 all the way up here at the top of the map.
I would have
Check.
thought it would be more like D3. Like he has a
In the
boathouse.
water.
Boathouse.
All right. So you make your way across town over to Horace Kroon's house.
Wake up, you old crazy bitch.
Say what? Yeah, that.
There we go. All right, so you get to the house. It is a ramshackled building that looks like it's half home, half workshop. Assuming you knock on the door.
Yes, we do.
Sure.
This is not instilling Thwip with much confidence in this plan.
Well, why don't we use your boat, Thwip? Oh, wait, you crashed it.
Right.
Oh,
Zing.
Ow.
So you knock on the door. Takes a little bit. You hear some things like shuffling around inside. Some things like falling and crashing onto the floor. He finally makes his way over. Opens the door. His hair's all disheveled. He's got his goggles on, kind of cockeyed. He looks at you, says, "Not interested," and slams the door.
You know what I was thinking? It was like Back to the Future when he goes
Mhm.
back to meet Doc Brown. That whole
kind
thing.
of that vibe.
But dirtier.
I mean, he was mentoring a teenage kid in school. There's some definitely dark undertones to Back to the Future.
That's true.
Well, anyway, so I mean, we knock again.
He opens the door again. What?
We need your help.
Who are you?
You don't remember we made best friends with an octopus? I think his name was Steven. Or
Oh.
Fred.
Oh. You're the well, some of you are the ones who helped me with the boat.
Yeah, no, this
Yes.
is you're gonna jump in, Thwip. I just met you. I don't remember your name.
This, my friend, is new acquaintance Thwip McClintock,
Pleased
as
to
well
meet
as
Just call me Porkchop. I just introduce myself.
that's good. That's good.
Ooh, pork chops. Those sound good. And he turns around and starts. He leaves the door open, but turns around and starts walking toward the kitchen.
Oh, Diego will walk in and say, "Sir, we need to talk to you about your submersible, your underwater vessel."
Oh.
Does it hurt much?
Right. So, you're wanting to find out more about my you're referring to my subaqueous exploration and research vessel.
Your what? Subaqueous?
Subaqueous exploration and research vessel.
Your serve?
Sorry.
Sir.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose I could come up with a better name for it, but you said submersible, eh?
Well, I mean, it's you put it in the water, it goes underwater.
So you would submerge it. Would it be submersible or submergible?
Well, there is a dirigible, so I feel like submergible.
Submergible. Subdirigible.
I'm stuck with the subaqueous because, aqua, water, sub.
You know what? I kind of like
underwater.
subaqueous.
Subaqueous. It's a good name. I should call it that.
No, well, I've already trademarked it, so.
How much for the trademark? Never mind.
A ride to and from where we're going.
Sounds fair. Where are we going?
Going to the cave in the Tern Rocks.
Yes.
Out to the Tern Rocks, eh? I've been intrigued by that area for quite some time.
So, how many times have you taken out your subaqueous?
Once.
Like in public?
Don't take it out much.
Were
I had to finish building it first.
Well, were there any problems with it?
It didn't collapse, did it?
I mean,
It's-
he's still here, so
Still functioning.
so far.
I'm very good at what I do.
I look around, not convinced that's true.
There's a lot of...
Imagining his...
it's like a bunch of half-completed projects all over the
Oh
place.
god.
Yeah. So, is that a yes? Are you going to help us out?
Oh, yes, 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 of course. I would happily would help you out with this. Why do you need the vessel?
We need to rescue someone.
Ooh,
My
who
kind
we
of
rescuing?
dear sir.
Oh,
Your
here's the
mayor.
test.
Where's the mayor?
At Tern
Well,
Rocks. There's been an
That's what-
accident. We need to recover him.
The mayor's at the Tern Rocks?
Yes.
we believe that the mayor has been kidnapped.
By who?
Do you know what scum are?
I know what soap scum is.
Everybody does. Okay. What
It's
about
very
the
common
neighbors?
around here? Yeah,
You
yes. I
you
do.
wouldn't know by
I
the
do
smell.
know. I do know of the neighbors. My younger sister was fostered when I was a small boy.
Really?
Yes.
Do you know what happened to her?
Very sorry to hear that.
Never really knew what happened to her exactly. Just that
I
she
mean,
was never really
I
heard
could-
from again.
I can give you information, but it's not good. Those are the people that we're trying to stop. Those are the people that we think have taken the mayor.
And you're saying that they're at the base of the Tern Rocks?
We believe
Yes,
that's where
okay.
they're at. Yeah.
You know, I've long suspected a race of aquatic creatures living at the base of the Tern Rocks. And now you're telling me that these are the same creatures as the neighbors?
Yes.
Essentially, yeah.
And this is what my sister was sacrificed to?
Yes, my friend.
I was gonna say hopefully she wasn't sacrificed. Hopefully she's okay. But from what we've seen, it's probably not good.
This needs to end.
Agreed. Why is everybody in this town so afraid of the neighbors?
It's just how things have been done. I never married myself. I was partly afraid of having children of my own, so I didn't want my children to go through the fostering. There's not a lot I can do on my own.
Well, there's a lot that we can do together. No.
My friend, now is your chance to help put an end to this.
Yes. If I can help by letting you use my subaqueous vehicle, then that's something I am willing to do. The vessel is still over on the Isinglass, so we would need to head back toward the quay and board the Isinglass, take it out toward the Tern Rocks, and then I could assist from there. I would need to stay on board the Isinglass to help with the air tubing.
Well, that's good to hear that you're in it, because none of us know how to drive the subaqueous.
Well, the vessel would still be connected to the Isinglass, so you wouldn't necessarily have to drive it from there. I would just be lowering it from the Isinglass. Would take about 10 minutes to get down to the base of the Tern Rocks.
At least it doesn't have a remote control. I'm good. I'm happy with that.
Is it
No.
like you're working the bellows from the top of the ship? pumping in air.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I would be doing. Except while I am lowering the submersible, I would not be able to pump air while it's being lowered. However, the vessel does hold air for 30 minutes.
Okay. For 5 people?
Yes, for 5 people, it would be about 30 minutes.
And what's the deepest you've been in this vessel?
30 feet.
Balls.
So yes, it would be about 10-minute trip down. To get, I would say it's about 400 feet to the base of the Tern Rocks. Now, when you do come back up, it's going to take about an hour to get back up. So I'd probably get you about halfway, stop, pump air again, and then continue the rest of the way up.
So bring a book.
Yes.
That is fine, my friend. I can swim. In case something goes wrong.
So, what about the communication between us and you while we're in there?
Well, there's a bell.
That you can hear from.
Oh, it's attached to a line. So you would tug the line, and it would ring the bell. That would let me know. We could come up with signals for that. The other option, does anybody have like Stones of Far Speech or anything like that?
Fart speech.
I can cast message.
Oh.
How far is message reach?
100 feet plus 10 feet per level.
Is there a maximum?
No. There's no maximum.
Okay. So I could potentially work. Send up a message my way.
You don't have you don't have to see where you're sending a message. You can just cast it and.
Well, I mean, 100 plus feet. That's.
Well, I have a question.
hard to see.
Porkchop has a question. He turns to Horace and says, "Well, you've already done this one time. How did you enter your sub, lower and raise yourself back up? Because then we could maybe start and stop it ourselves as we need."
I had a crew on the ship with me to help lower me down. Yeah.
And where's that crew now?
They've all gone.
Oh, well.
There's that.
Man, people just don't want to work these days.
So hard to find good work.
Meanwhile, Horace is like paying them like less than like a living wage. They're like, "Man, these long hours and poor pay, the working conditions, working for a crazy engineer,
Trapped in a submersible.
ringing
Yeah,
bells as a form of communication." Like,
Pays them all in Werther's originals.
I think
I
I
wish
do
I could
have
get
to
paid
see
in
you
game.
because I have to point to you for you to get the message.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if there's not really any other questions, you guys are welcome to rest here for the evening. And then we can set off for the Isinglass first thing in the morning.
That sounds fine. I need a little bit of rest.
Perfect. Just move whatever you need out of the way. Feel free to, if you find somewhere comfortable, take that, because we're to rest.
So Genny starts to push some papers, and then I feel like Gary would yell, "Not those!"
well, I guess if we're heading out first thing in the morning, then sort of like as we're winding down, do we want to run back to the apothecary shop just like right now and purchase the stones and then settle down for the day or the evening, the night?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
also,
she still
not-
open? What are her hours?
yeah,
Right.
and not all of us have to go. I mean, it's just a quick
Right.
errand. It's like going to the
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
mart.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just packing I'm just going to run down to the apothecary and pick up a jug of milk. I'll be right back, guys.
Give me some pork rinds.
Just so you are aware, the regular price for the sending stones is around 1,400 gold pieces. So you may have to combine
I think
money
we
to
can-
get those.
Well, I mean,
the bell's better. Yeah.
well,
Right.
I was going to say
The bill sounds affordable on my budget, so
we have looted and pillaged our way through the country. I think we can scrape up that much money. And they're reusable.
I just got here, so yeah, you're
Right.
like, this is an investment, guys.
I can't guarantee that these particular stones will increase in value.
They will be very useful, though.
So if y'all want to get those, we can do that off air. Just say you have them.
Okay.
Just somebody, or if you have the party loot or whatever, just mark that amount off on the gold.
All right. I want Thwip to have it, and I want him to come up with code names.
Don't make Diego go here, kitty, kitty.
Call on Feline 1. Okay, so you guys have ran back over to the shop. You got your sending stones, so now you have a way to send a message back up to the top other than just the bell. Horace does tell you that just for simplicity's sake, when you are ready to exit the submersible, when you're down there, ring the bell once, so he'll know to stop pumping the air. When you're ready to come back up, ring it twice so he knows to start the air again. And then once you have enough air in there to breathe, ring it 3 times and it'll start bringing you back up.
Or if we just tell him on the rock.
You could, but you may have another message you want to send.
Oh, wait. How does the rock work then? It's not just like a walkie-talkie?
It's once per day, the bearer of each stone
like-
can send a message to the bearer
Okay.
of the other stone. So,
So-
you can,
So we only get like one message out.
Oh, shit.
Mhm. And
So
you can
for
send
like
one message back.
the submersible is collapsing, help would be a good one.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's too late at that point, but
You're only
You
4
need to
feet,
finish
400
all
feet
of your
down. You won't die
communications with
immediately.
over.
and so what? Okay, say the bell system one more time because I feel like nobody knows what it is.
So it's essentially
One bell is
it's the 3 steps. The first step, when you get there and you're ready to exit the submersible, ring the bell once. That'll tell him to stop pumping the air. When you're ready to leave and come back up to the surface, he has to start the air in there first, so you have air. So that's
We
2
just have to
bells.
wait on the coast
yeah.
until it gets filled up.
Uh-huh.
So there's
And then-
there's no quick getaway.
Not really. If he's stopped pumping the air, I mean that's what you'd use your like air bubbles and stuff like that to do a quick getaway, or dimension door or whatever. But 2 to get him to start the air again, and 3 to start bringing you back up.
Okay, I got that written down. We're good.
And if you just start with 3 and he hasn't pumped any air, just make sure you have a way to breathe,
Oh,
and then he can just start bringing you back up. But it is going to take about an hour to get back to the surface.
got it.
That's when Thwip goes, Porkchop, I'm going to need you to breathe directly into my mouth.
Thwip, just a reminder, I'm not the underwater kind of frog. I'm like a tree frog. So the only thing I'm breathing into your mouth is some sort of like poison.
I could so see that happening, though.
Don't die, Thwip. Don't die.
All right. So you make your way to the Isinglass, the ship that you guys have all been on before. This time the submersible is not just under a tarp on the deck of the ship. It's kind of hanging off the side of the ship, ready to be used. So you get a full look at what this ship or submersible looks like. It is shaped like a fish. It is approximately 8 feet in diameter, fashioned of riveted iron plates and reinforced with brass fittings. Has a 3-foot diameter circular window on each side, which look like fish eyes. The inner chamber where you guys would be is bell-shaped. You do see a thick, double-layered canvas air hose sealed with a mixture of whale oil and alchemical reagents running from a crank-operated air pump into the device. So that's going to be your air going to the submersible. You would enter and exit through a 3-foot diameter opening in the center of the floor of the mouth.
Amazing.
As long as the craft remains vertical, the air pressure prevents water from entering and flooding the interior of the bell.
Okay.
Oh.
So a diving bell, basically.
Basically. So Horace will start making his way toward the Tern Rocks. He maneuvers the ship relatively well, especially compared to last time you saw him. So he's made some upgrades to make it easier for him to sail the ship himself. So he's easily able to get over to the Tern Rocks, kind of anchors off on one of the rocks over there. So the Isinglass is stationary and says, "All right, so you're ready to hop in the subaqueous vehicle?"
Ready as we'll ever be, I suppose.
Kind of turns to Porkchop is like, I don't know about this, buddy.
Porkchop just like shrugs back. He's just like, I mean, this is what we're doing. So
now, as you can see, the vehicle is not
safe,
mammoth or triceratops friendly. So they'll have to stay up here on the deck of the ship with me.
Okay, so the ship was able to carry the animals.
Yeah.
Big boat?
That's plus.
Diego will stay. Diego will be in the diving bell, but he will stay away from the water for now.
Okay. Tell you what, just in case. Here, each of you take one of these, and he hands you a waxed and sealed leather scroll, or like a scroll tube. Don't get too excited. It's not a scroll. It just has, each one is filled with enough air to fill your lungs back up.
Okay. It's actually a waiver he has to sign.
Right.
So that he can't be blamed.
yeah, we understand the risks that we're taking our responsibility alone.
Okay.
So it's a scroll of lung fill. What is this called?
It's not really a scroll. It's just it's basically like a oxygen tank that gives you one more breath of air.
Okay. Oh, it smells like old man breath.
It's an emergency breath.
I already wasted mine.
And to give you an idea of how the underwater stuff works, you can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to double your constitution score. So if your constitution is 12, you can hold your breath for 24 rounds.
Oh, okay.
And so with this, if you went through those 24 rounds, then use that to fill your lungs back up, that would give you another 24 rounds.
Gotcha.
Sounds lovely.
Yes. Okay. So you all are loaded up into the submersible, and he starts lowering you down into the water. The interior of the submersible is dark and cramped, and soon grows almost intolerably hot and stuffy as it's lowered even deeper. The windows go from light gray to dark gray to almost black as the depths cut out the light from the dull sky above. The metal shell groans and pops from the immense weight of the water pushing from all sides, but it seems to hold together. As the submersible descends, the dark water below gradually lightens again until it reveals an amazing and terrifying sight. On the muddy floor of the lake, at the very base of the rocky islands, rests a great dome of dully shining gray metal. Its construction makes Horace Kroon's wondrous invention seem clunky and primitive. Seams run up the dome's sides to its apex, sprinkled with glowing lights whose dim blue radiance gives the entire scene an otherworldly appearance. As this dome is coming into view, the submersible is rocked off its axis and turns to the side as something slams into the side of it.
Oh no.
And from one of the windows, you can just see this weird spiked tentacle. We'll see you next time.
Brett.
Thwip knew this was a bad idea.
We're going fishing, people. We're going fishing.